Hello, welcome to another episode of our newest series, South Carolina State Park's Journey Towards Integration. My name is Infinity, and I'm a historical interpretive intern for the South Carolina State Parks. Today, we are here at Sesquicentennial State Park to discuss the impact of the civil rights movement at this park. Sesquicentennial State Park is located in Columbia, South Carolina. This park was a gift to the city of Columbia to commemorate the 150-year anniversary of the city's founding. It was established as an official state park in the year 1937, opening officially to the public in 1940. It was developed by the Civilian Conservation Corps, which was a part of President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal program. The CCC assisted in developing many of the state parks in South Carolina in an effort to address conservation and recreational needs. As many of us are aware, here in the United States, segregation was once the law of the land. Individuals were separated in all areas of life, which included recreational and leisure activities. Sesquicentennial was originally designed to be enjoyed by white visitors only. However, in the 1950s and 1960s, organizations such as the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People and many African Americans fought to receive equal rights here in South Carolina, which included access to parks. After years of being a segregated park, Sesquicentennial would become the site of a direct integration attempt. Having a segregated state-funded park in the state's capital was a huge issue, especially since its surrounding community included a large number of African Americans. Black residents were not legally allowed to enjoy the park, based solely on the color of their skin. State park officials aimed to be able to provide a segregated park for African Americans in Columbia, but their plan never actualized. On June 15, 1961, 20 African American men and women courageously challenged segregation at Sesquicentennial State Park. The attempt was led by Reverend Isaiah DeQuincy Newman in an effort to provide documented evidence that the park would not allow entrance to them based solely on race. During the Civil Rights Movement, youth of the time became active in voicing their displeasure in the way things were. Students from Allen University and Benedict College were the primary people involved in this planned integrated attempt. Alongside them were members of the Charleston chapter of the NAACP. Their goal was simple: to be allowed access into the park. However, upon their arrival, they were greeted at the park's entrance by highway patrolmen who were instructed to block the group's entry. As leader of the group, Mr. Newman insisted that this park was being funded by all South Carolina tax-paying citizens, thus they had every right to be admitted inside. The group was turned away and the park was closed. This event did not result in anyone being injured like some civil rights attempts that took place throughout the state at this time. It did, however, catch the attention of the media in the state. What took place at Sesqui served as evidence in the 1961 Brown versus South Carolina Forestry Commission court case that led to the desegregation of the South Carolina State Park system as a whole. This attempt also pioneered other civil rights attempts that would come in the future, such as the Edison 13 at Edison Beach State Park. Join us in our next episode as we travel back to Edison Beach State Park to discuss another direct civil rights attempt conducted by student civil rights activists.